Today I want to make a video in support of our recruitment process and recruitment drive. The purpose of why I'm doing this is very simple. Recalling when I was a young and up-and-coming person wanting to apply for a job, the process was rather two-dimensional, responding to an ad through whatever platform, reading a few lines of text. That type of engagement to starting to look for a job, I think is outdated. What better than me as the captain of this ship that is Think Global Logistics to stand before you to bring that added dimension to the entire process and make it as humanly engaging as possible. So what I'm about to say is going to apply to both a seasoned logistics person looking for a different challenge to your current capacity, or you're someone just coming out of school looking to join this industry as a first-timer. When I tell people I do logistics, not many people can really understand what that really means. So it's not a glamorous industry to join. It's not one that promotes itself very well. And this is why often people who join this industry, they stumble across it by accident. I don't think any of our industry colleagues or competitors are doing these type of engagement exercises. And I think it's important because it will give you a better compass for you to measure whether this is for you or not. Not to let the cat out of the bag about my age, but when I first applied for this industry, I still needed to buy a hard copy newspaper and answer an ad that's about this big, promising international travel, right? As a recent university graduate, I had no idea what that meant. Just all I knew was like, yeah, I want international travel. And it just happens to be a company in the logistics industry. Because the industry isn't good at training people, because the industry isn't good at promoting itself as a quality service sector, no one knew about us. And the people who used us didn't think very highly of us. Throughout my career, when I speak to my colleagues at any of the companies I previously worked at, asking them how they learned what they do on a daily basis, and the most common response has always been, well, this is how we've been taught by our predecessors. This is how I've been taught by the person that was sitting in this chair before. People weren't driven because they didn't really see the process. They didn't really understand the entire bigger picture. All they knew was basically their little function that they've been pigeonholed towards, and they were expected to perform at their best, which is very challenging because I think as humans, one of our best abilities is the ability to be creative. To be creative, we must be able to have perspective and see the bigger picture of what it is that we do. For those of you who are listening to this and you're from the industry, you should know what a bill of lading is. Would you believe it if I told you that I didn't really understand how to read a bill of lading? For the first 10 years I've been in the industry, I had to go about my own way to learn all these facts from multiple different sources. To say the whole process was very tedious, it would be an understatement. And naturally so, for most of that time, that 10 years, I was heavily demotivated because I didn't understand what I was doing. And when you don't understand what you're doing, it's impossible for you to be at the best of what you're trying to do, and let alone be creative and bring your color to the picture. I can assure you, this is what we're trying to do a little bit different here at TGL. All of our processes, recruitment, training, comes from that story, so you don't have to go through the experiences that I did. And if you're currently going through that type of experiences and you're feeling a bit disjointed, you're sort of lost for purpose and questioning yourself, what am I doing every day? Don't give up, because there are companies out there such as us trying to be a little bit better, right? And it's coming from a very human element. It's coming from my own personal perspective, because I know I've gone through it, and I know if you're from the industry and you're listening to this, you're probably going through it right now yourself. So yeah, this is part of my recruitment video. I want to share these things with you, and I always make sure our company will always go out of their way to grow our people, to train our people, so they are empowered every day in their capacity within this business. So if you want a great career and you want to work alongside some great motivated individuals, and together you all can see the bigger picture and contribute at the end of the day, then this company is definitely for you. I put my bottom dollar on it. Consider Think Global Logistics, and whatever job you're applying for us or within our business, good luck, and I look forward to meeting with you.